Welcome back to the Icon Diary. Just a reminder that this series of videos is not really an attempt to be a tutorial. It's not trying to teach iconography or this particular style of painting. It's just a vlog, a diary of my painting and things that I'm thinking about at the time and what I'm trying to do and something of what I'm experimenting with. It might be instructive as well, but that's not the first aim. This is the first in a series of painting an icon of Pope John the 23rd. This may sound a little strange that a Protestant church should have on its list of saints and people of faith a Catholic Pope. John the 23rd was one of the most significant popes in the 20th century because he inaugurated the Second Vatican Council, which had huge implications for the whole of the Western Church. I can remember as a young person when John the 23rd became Pope and the announcement of the Second Vatican Council, and watched with interest the way in which the Church changed, not only for Roman Catholics but for Protestants as well. So it is a particular joy to come to paint this saint of the Church. I've chosen this model of Pope John the 23rd, and it's a photo taken from the internet. I like it because it is quite simple, that it shows his face. It is a recognisable face, particularly for those who lived through the late 50s and 60s, and it has him in his simple white clothing and a red cloak. From that model I have done a sketch. This sketch replicates the model as well as I can, but it also works out how the image is going to fit on the panel, because I have drawn up the sketch to the size that I wanted on the panel. This sketch has the face straight and full on, but it's not how I actually want it on the panel. So I have done the sketch again on the panel, but this time I've turned the chin down a little, and I've done that by raising the ears. I've also turned the head slightly to our left, and I've done that by putting the centre line of the head slightly to the left of the centre of the centre of the face to the centre of the head. I've also tilted the head slightly so that it matches more accurately the slight tilt in the photo from the internet. Another thing that's happening here is that I've sketched in pencil onto the panel, and I haven't tried this before, so this will be something of an experiment. Anyway, let's see what happens. So I'll begin as I usually do with yellow, ochre and water. This looks a bit darker than common or garden yellow ochre, and I think it's because there is still some Mars black in my hog hair brush. Oops. However, that will all come out in the wash. Also, didn't reset the camera so that you can see below what you can see, and I'm painting below there. So, but later on we'll see more of what's going on below that line. Now I've added egg to the mix with a cleaner brush and just getting those edges blocked in so we know where we're going. This is filming at 4 times the normal speed so that it doesn't take as long as it would if we were going at normal speed. As I'd said earlier, I haven't previously done outlines in pencil before, so I'm now putting the yellow ochre with egg tempera over those lines, and I think this is working all right. A bit of sandpapering there. This is now burnt umber green with some titanium white, and this is to make the shadows in the face before putting a membrane of flesh tone over the top. And this whole section of the face went badly wrong, so with a bit of water I've just taken off the paint and then putting back the raw umber green and white, and now covering the whole area with a mixture of golden ochre and a little bit of terra verte, plus a tiny bit of Ercolano red, and covering this with coat after coat after coat of the membrane. But I lament that my shadows that I put in were too dark, so I went back over those shadows with a lighter version. Now a lighter version. I really had that on way too dark. Well, that will do for this session, and we'll see you again next time to see what happens to the face of the saint.